As you can see behind me, using old Lincoln. What I want to bring you next is a video of George and I putting the four-wheeler back together, getting the plastic on it, and getting it ready to use. So I hope you guys enjoy this little four-wheeler renovation. I hope you pick up some tips on some of the tools we use to fabricate, you know, a battery box, first one thing another. So enjoy. Okay folks, I am working on the battery box for this. I bought a lawn and garden. It's 12 volt, but it won't fit in the box. And the battery that fits in there is like 90 bucks, 88 something, plus taxes, 90 bucks. So what I'm doing, I'm on redneck. I am cutting out this box so that it will accept the big lawnmower battery, and I'm just going along drilling holes along my edge. Now I just got to take a razor knife and clean it up. So I don't have a sawzall. I do have a grinder that has a wide blade on it. I've got some fabrication metal that I'm going to take and make a box for that battery to sit down in. Those battery posts are really tall, so it has to sit down lower than this. So I've got enough room in the bike, in the four-wheeler, to make that happen. It's just a matter of making it work. I gotta cut this out right here, along here. The back I think will be fine. Just gotta take out the sides. Okay folks, I got it cut out. It's laying right down there. I used a combination of a drill, a little mini hacksaw, which I broke on, and a knife. But we got it cut out, and the battery fits in there with some room to spare. So now we're gonna put it on the bike and see how far down we gotta go. I got some fabrication metal here where we can make kind of a little place for it. I don't have my pop rivets, so I'm probably just going to bolt it. Okay, so we figured out that after I cut that hole, the frame wasn't wide enough to accept the battery. It was too wide. So what we've done is we have fabricated a mount, which we are going to take and pull this up in place. Slide that back a little bit. Slide it back. Right there. And we are going to make a thing that comes apart and you can take the battery out. Then we'll put our plastic on. We can access the battery cables from under the seat, but this here is going to hold it in place. And then we're going to have to fabricate another one that goes. We think we're going to attach it here, wrap around the battery, and attach it over there. Sorry about the shaky camera work. I ain't got my handheld. So that's what we're doing. But these holes didn't line up when I drilled them. So you take a little tool like this, and you can get these at Harbor Freight, and all it is a reaming tool. And you can ream the hole a little bit. It'll make your life a ton easier. Tools make the difference. I don't know if you know what these are. I use them to break metal. People use them for different things. And when we're fabricating here, we need to make an angle bend. So I just take and tighten these up and clamp them on that angle. And then bend that metal. Okay, we have fabricated a battery box for this, just using some metal. We have a piece of metal around here. We didn't have long enough pieces, so we bolted it. I'll get my finger here and here, and we used our metal brakes. See if I can get a better shot of this down here. And we basically just built a battery box for the lawnmower battery. This piece up here just is bent around the frame so that, you guys have to excuse me, I'm trying to get up and get down. So that when we unbolt this, it just pulls out, and then the battery will slide out the back, and you can change the battery out or whatever, but it's not going anywhere, and it's not going to be in danger of the positive post touching anything metal. So we're going to get the fenders on it, we have to put a switch up there because this switch doesn't work for some reason. And we're going to get the cables all mounted up, get all the fenders back on it, get the racks back on it, get it off this trailer, and see what we've got. So we haven't driven it. We put it in gear and it went in gear. It felt like it was going to pull. So that's why we spent this money on it. So we're going to get it together. Ain't no one always have troubles. All right.
This one goes here.
That one goes there, yeah. And these go up here. This one here goes. You stuck it in there before it was up on there. Okay, folks, we got all the plastic back on it. It was a little bit of a chore. My phone is about to die. That's our battery box right there for our bigger battery. We can hook a winch to it now, spotlight to it, don't have to worry about killing it. Got the lights back in it. Some of the body work was bent up on it, but it's seat on there. It's all right. I think it'll be fine. Got the racks on it. I got some stickers I want to put on there. We're about to take and I got to put this switch on there because the switch that's on there is dead. Won't work. And then we're going to fire it up, see if it'll run. Here we go. So I was airing the tire up and I broke the valve stem off this tire. We were going to go take it for a test drive. Now we're going to have to take it and get a valve stem in it. And I hope the tire bead is not as fragile as the valve stem is. Maybe tomorrow we'll get to use it. So we got it all running and everything. The switch that we put in, we had to put a new switch in, and I'll show you that. This is the switch that we put in it, and it's not heavy duty enough to run the electrical. So for now, I guess we'll just short out the solenoid. Starts phenomenally. Battery's in good shape. Everything seems to be working good. Forward, reverse works. Everything works good. So we just got to take that tire off and hopefully get that valve stem fixed tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed that little four-wheeler rebuild. Here it is. We hauled hay with it. We went four-wheeling in it. Me and Polly, we drove it all over the desert. We probably put 50 miles on it the weekend right after we put it back together. Had a few little issues with it, and it just quit running. So we've got some kind of electrical problem. We're hoping that we can get that kind of straightened out. I ordered a new CDI. I think I have it right here. This is the old CDI, and I ordered another one. It looks just like this one. So I'm going to be bringing you some video of putting the new one in, and hopefully this is what's wrong with it. If not, I'm just going to have to rebuild the whole electrical system because the motor, the bike, it's just too good of a bike. We were going to take it into a shop, but they wanted like $100 to take in just to diagnose it. So I looked at all the parts, and all the parts, if I have to rebuild the whole electrical system to get it running, was less than $100. So I'm just going to do it step by step, see if we can eliminate it. Same way you do an old car when it ain't running. Buy one part, and pretty soon the whole thing will be new. But like I said, the motor and the transmission, everything, it's just too good a bike to take and not fix. So we'll be bringing that to you. I really appreciate you guys for going with us on this journey. Remember to like, share, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. And hopefully we'll be bringing you some more footage on this four-wheeler with us riding it. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you down the road.